Hey, thanks for clicking on my video. Today I'm very excited because I am moving closer and closer to closing on a new home I'm purchasing. I've never owned a home before and I'm really looking forward to it. The one I put an offer in on was accepted and I'm currently in the step where I'm getting my mortgage approved and I'm feeling pretty confident that everything's gonna go nice and smoothly. However, I learned after talking to my lender how expensive this whole process is, not just in the short term, but also in the long term. So I've opted into doing a much smaller down payment, but still keeping a very good interest rate over the next 30 years. I wanted to do that because I needed to keep a little extra money in the bank as an emergency fund. One thing I realized after stop living paycheck to paycheck is the importance of having an emergency fund. An emergency fund is very important for your peace of mind. It gives you confidence knowing that if something goes wrong, you have a backup. You have something you can rely on that's not a credit card that's going to get you further and further in debt. An emergency fund is there in case your car breaks down, in case you get a flat tire, in case your health turns for the worst, or in case you lose your job and you don't have any more income, but you can still have a couple months set aside for the future. Now for me, I prefer to have a couple $1,000s at least. $5,000 is where I've really started to feel comfortable knowing that, okay, if everything goes south, at least I know I have a couple of months cost of living taken care of, and maybe even 3 or 4 if I budget my money really, really well and I do some side work, like rake some leaves on a lawn or something. Do something to get that extra income. One of the things I've decided to do recently in order to free up some extra money that's just been sitting around is to open up my old Magic the Gathering card collection and bust out some cards such as this right here. This is a volcanic island from Magic the Gathering. This is a revised volcanic island. I bought it off a friend of mine for 50 bucks, maybe about 10 years ago, and currently it's worth about $600 or $700, and that's what they're paying. People are actually buying this card right here for $600 or $700 right now off of the internet. And there's a website I'm going to be doing some business with that they'll give me about 70% of all my cards' value, and they'll sell off the singles. So they'll take the time to sell off the singles. I just want bulk cash in the moment. So this is pretty sweet. I went through my old collection, just some cardboard, sitting inside of my closet that hasn't been doing anything over the years. And there's a stack of cards right here, including my volcanic island. And this stack of cards right here is a couple $1,000s. So I'll be mailing this in to a website to get some cash after I put a down payment on my house to give me peace of mind. Because this stack of cardboard has been sitting in my closet for 10 years not doing anything but increasing in value. And as you may have noticed, we are in an everything bubble right now. Everything is overvalued. Used cars are 30% overpriced right now. Homes are astronomical in value. I bought at the top of the market. Some people might say that was a ridiculous move. I think it was okay because our interest rates are very, very low at the moment, and I have every intention of staying in that home for a very long period of time. I signed up for a 30-year mortgage, so that's what I'm going to be doing, unless I can pay it off sooner. So I'm hoping to make bigger payments every single month on the home in order to pay it off sooner and cut back on how much interest I have to pay. But isn't that crazy to think that just playing cards, these cards right here, can go for thousands of dollars? It's perplexing to me. Now I know there's a lot of people out there that deal with high-end collectibles, and a couple $1,000s really isn't much. I'm not even up to 10K when it comes to my Magic the Gathering collection. But that's other people. For me, this is a lot of money because I've gotten by. Most of my life, I'm making very, very, very little money. So for me, this is a really big deal. So yeah, I'll take $3,000, $4,000 for some old cardboard that's just sitting inside of my closet. I can put that in the bank, pay taxes on it, of course, because I am a patriotic American. Happy 4th of July, everyone. The fireworks are still going out here. And what could be more American than paying your taxes? So yeah, I'll give Uncle Sam his fair cut for exchanging goods to people on the internet and getting a check for it, because if you make more than $600 from any one source, you kind of have to report it to the IRS. And if I don't report it, I'm sure this website will report it. So either way, Uncle Sam's gonna get their cut. So if you're new to this channel and you tune in this because you play Magic the Gathering, thanks for watching this far. I still appreciate playing Magic the Gathering, and I've been playing Magic the Gathering Arena online. It's a free Magic the Gathering platform put out by Wizards of the Coast that you can play Magic absolutely free, and you can collect cards. Your collection will build the more games you play for free. They're not paying me to say this, I'm just telling you, it's a matter of fact. Type it in your favorite search browser and you can go there and you can download the client and play for free. The more games you play, the more gold you earn. You can buy more packs for 1,000 gold each, and you can even enter tournaments, sealed product tournaments, where you open up packs online and you can draft them and make your own deck. It's pretty fun, and I've been playing it every once in a while. You can knock out a game in about 5 or 10 minutes, and whenever I have a little bit of time and I'm on break at work or something, I might turn it on and play a game. And there's a lot of different formats in Magic. So standard refers to most of the newer sets and making decks only with the newer sets. So there's a limited card pool, and if you know all the cards in the pool, you can strategize and try to find a deck that beats all of the other strongest decks, and that's the way to do it. And then of course you have Modern, which extends further down the timeline, so it's most of the newer cards, but none of the really old school cards that are overpowered, such as the Power 9. So I got into Magic around when Revised hit, and one of the first rares I ever got was a Volcanic Island, so I had to buy this off my buddy for 50 bucks because it pulled on my heartstrings. It was old nostalgia. I remember opening up that first starter deck of Magic cards from Revised, and I got a Siobhan Dragon, I got a Volcanic Island, and what else did I get? I got a Sol Ring. I think there was one other. You get 3 rares in those old starter decks, which they don't sell anymore. They do a whole different thing now. The game is much more balanced. This was when the game was brand new. They didn't know that certain cards would be way overpowered and other ones weren't powerful enough. They were just making a game, and they were just exploring it. Richard Garfield came up with this idea, he made it happen, and it's been going ever since the 90s. And to this day, the newer cards that have been coming out sometimes can be worth hundreds of dollars because of the standard format. Magic has definitely turned into a business of sorts, and even apparently a way to store value. I bought some packs of cards many years ago, and they've quadrupled or even 10x'd in value over time. And people actually pay money for these cards. It must be nice to have disposable income. I've never known what disposable income is. Sure, I have disposed income before buying stupid things, and it's debatable whether or not purchasing Magic cards is a stupid thing to do. But I think that if it makes you happy, and if you're going to use it, do it. That's what the money's for, right? Money's for saving, investing, purchasing goods and services, and recreation. You have to have fun in life. You can't just work to earn and save the whole time. What's the point? You have to enjoy yourself. So yeah, if you're enjoying yourself and having a good time, that's a good way to live life. And I think it's an even better way to live life by having a safety net in place. And that's what this is all about. I'm gonna sell these off. It's gonna give me deep peace of mind. And I'm gonna resort to playing Pauper Magic, which is another format that's not nearly as popular. But Pauper Magic is when you use only uncommons and common cards, meaning cards that are very common. There's lots of them in circulation, and they're very cheap. They don't cost a lot of money most of the time. Sometimes you might find uncommons or even commons have a significant value because of how in demand they are and how limited of a supply that there were when they first came out. So one of the things I love most about playing Pauper Magic, by playing a deck that's cheap with just commons and uncommons, is playing against someone who has all the expensive cards and beating them. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good knowing that I could pull a win off on someone who invested all this money into the game only to be beaten by someone who wins only 1 out of 10 times. But when I do win, that victory is sweet. I like playing games that have a challenge. I like having the odds stacked against me because when you do win, it makes the victory so much sweeter. I hope that makes sense. Alright folks, it's been a long day. It's still 4th of July here. I'm going to post this on Monday. This is Monday's video. The fireworks are still going off. I worked all day out in the sun and I am just exhausted. And if you're new to my channel, you have to know this. I promised my viewers and myself that I would post every single day of the year for 2021, and I post about way too many things. They say you're supposed to specialize. I don't specialize. I say and do what I want. But I did a favor for myself and for the viewers. I organized all the content I've made so far this year in different playlists. So if you go to my playlist section, you can check out all the different playlists that shows all the content I've made so far for this year. And you can click on stuff and find things that pique your interest a lot easier than just watching all my videos, of which there are way too many. I think we're over 200 videos right now. It's insane. I post so much it's obnoxious, and I promise I will slow down the posts at the end of this year. I'll slow down and I'll focus more on quality videos. I'll be working a lot less hours. I will have more time to focus on making quality productions, not making videos out of obligation. But it's been so fun for me so far. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm building up more hype, I feel. I'm getting more and more subscribers, and I'm getting wonderful feedback from my friends and family out there that are supporting me throughout this endeavor. So thanks very much for watching, and thanks very much for watching this to the very end. I appreciate it very much. So I'll end this video the way I've been ending all my videos lately, with these words, as cheesy as they can be to some. Remember to never give up. do your best, stay true to you and who you are and what you stand for, and be amazing, my friends. All you gotta do is just be the best version of yourself, and that will make you amazing. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Have a beautiful night. Bye-bye.